Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Achitag. I'm a third year student, I'm a writer, and I'm an author. Today's episode, it being my first, is on pain and power. We'll talk about pain, and we'll talk about the pain women and girls feel. The pain I'm talking about will be the domestic violence, the gender-based violence, um, the slavery we tend to undergo in our houses just because we are girls, and how young boys tend to have so much power over us because they are boys. So I grew up in I grew up in a community where boys are more favored than girls, where girls are seen as commodities, as goods, and as assets. And I grew up in a house where my dad always keeps on telling me that boys are homestates and girls are ambassadors. What he meant by that is that girls always go somewhere else and represent their family members somewhere else. So whatever we do at home, it must be something good. So we we were taught the hard way how to live a hard life. Like, we didn't grow up knowing that life could ever be simple. Sometimes we were beaten for things that were not our fault. We were blamed for just being girls. Um, I don't know such why some countries or some societies still practice gender-based violence and value boys more than girls. And that is what we are going to talk about, and we'll find solutions and discuss about it. So gender-based violence started back in the days where men wanted to rule over women, and I think it even started back in the days with like God himself, what he the punishments he gave to. I don't want this thing to be more of Christianity, but I think it started with Adam and Eve, where God gave the responsibilities to Adam, and like, he must work hard and provide for a woman. And I think the fact that they are supposed to provide for us, it makes them feel like they are superior and they can rule us and they can like take control over us because they provide for us, and that we are vulnerable. We can't provide for ourselves, and that makes them think whatever they do to us is right. And you might wonder why why do girls suffer like this? Why is it normalized? Why do some people fight it and others feel it's alright and continue practicing it? I think because the ones who try to fight it know its disadvantages, and the ones who try to persist and keep it going are the ones who benefit and know, like, okay, they don't know its out, like how it impacts on a person and how it leaves us feeling. um Let me give an example of my uncle. So I have an uncle. um he is like uneducated. He refused to study on his own. Now, because he refused to study, us, the girls in the family, have to suffer every decision he makes. um he has this mindset of the villagers, the people who like practice this gender-based violence so much, and they feel like they control us. And in our culture or in our village, like, us the daughters, we are not, our father is not responsible of anything or any decision he takes on us. It's our uncle who is responsible for such decisions. So sometimes he would take really bad decisions. Like, there was this time a conflict had happened at home, and then instead of blaming the people who did what they did, he said it was us. And we had absolutely no hand in whatever happened. So because we were girls and we were vulnerable, they found it so easy for them to blame us and think they could put like all the odds on us because we won't talk. And so we suffered for being just girls. And there's another scenario that also says it best. Like there was this time another uncle of mine, like he was beating us. Told you how like we undergo so much domestic violence because we are girls and they feel girls have to always be beaten. And he like beat us for something that was also not our problem. And then my sister reported to my dad, and my dad was like, he's your uncle, he can beat you, he can beat you with anything. He could use a spear, he could use animal skin, he could use a chain, he could use anything because you're a girl and you have to obey whatever he tells you and whatever he does to you. So you can see the kind of community or society we grow up in and the kind of pain and fear and trauma they make us go through. And this all this pain and trauma never leaves us, it always stays with us. And no matter how much we try to let go of it, it always comes back, it flashes back, and you always think of those bad things. So the pain in our life sometimes tends to be much more than the power we control. So today we'll talk about how we can use that power, the pain, to make us powerful. People always think that being a girl you have to be submissive and listen to what they say to you and follow every rule. What if we don't follow those rules? What if we stand on our own? What if we refuse to listen to what they tell us? One thing we should know about life is that it's our own. We make our own decisions. No matter how much people try to make you feel like you owe them your life, you don't owe them your life. You live for yourself. They lived for themselves. They made decisions for themselves on their own. They didn't include you. So why would you let them come and make decisions about your life that you're not okay with, but you have to abide by because they are taking care of you, because they are feeding you? That's their responsibility. They have to feed you. You are their child, right? But whatever they are doing to you is not right. And you have to stand up for yourself, because for how long will you still stay there in such an environment where everyone treats you that way just for being a girl? And you must know that being a girl isn't a burden. Being a girl is one of the best things in the world. You have all the free will, you have all the power to be who you are. You have the dreams, the passion, you have your talents. You have to work hard towards them. And don't let anyone let you down because they talk bad about you, because they think you're a girl and you're worthless, because they raise you just to marry you off for dowry and bride price. No, you're not a commodity. You're not to be sold to anyone. You have the right to choose the person you want to be. You have the right to walk away when things become tough. It's your life. You walk away when you don't want anything to do with anyone anymore. So I want to end by saying pain is real and power is real as well. So both of them balance on our lives. The pain is 50 and the power is 50. Once you decide to leave the pain and nurture the power more, you will succeed. But once you dwell so much on the pain and you keep depressing, you keep crying, you keep feeling down, you won't be the person you want to be. Stand up and be the person you want to be, because this is your life and you only live once. You don't waste your life on people who do not value who you are. Thank you for watching my video. If you've watched this far, since this is my first video, could you drop a heart and subscribe to my channel? Bye. Thank you.